friends, it's Tanya and welcome back to another video. Today I have an apartment renovation for you all, and this is a renovation of 1310 21 Chic Street, and we're going to be making this into more of a luxury apartment. And what I mean by that is, have you ever looked through apartment listings and there's just those ones that are way more expensive and they're listed as luxury, but they're still pretty small. They just have higher end appliances and everything is kind of crammed in. I was going for that. I've definitely seen plenty of these and I was like, you know, that would be nice, but it's like twice the price of my current place and it's smaller. So I like building small things in The Sims, so I thought I would do that today, and it worked out perfectly in this apartment with the layout. So I was able to cram in the kitchen and living space in the area with the windows and have a bedroom with one window, and then the bathroom space is quite large for an apartment. But it doesn't have any windows, but I think that worked out fine. I don't often have windows in bathrooms in apartments anyway. But anyway, we are working on the kitchen space now. I feel like every single time I look up one of these apartments, this is the layout it has. It has like a strip of the main appliances across the wall, and then there's an island with either a sink or a stove in the center of the island. I'd be very curious if any of you have also seen this trend with apartments. I've seen them not only on listings that I looked up myself, but in a lot of like tours of apartments when YouTubers I watch have toured places or moved into places. I just think it's a really common layout. But anyway, this is coming together now. I did think about changing the island counter to a different color or a completely different counter in general to have more of a butcher block look to it, but I kept it in the end, and you can see I have like stuffed another table into the counter, so there is seating there, but it's not like the island seating that comes in the game. I just thought it looked really nice that way, and I am putting a few plants throughout the space as well as some baked goods and some cutting boards I should be grabbing here shortly. I'm also going to put a wall right next to the sink because I didn't like how abruptly the tile ended, and I'm pretty sure I'll be changing the tile as well because I was being very indecisive. Yeah, it's going to end up being a like two-tone brown, which is the theme of this apartment. Everything is very brown. Mostly when I see these apartments, they're either white or black or gray. But today I really wanted to make it super warm and cozy, so I very much embraced warm colors like brown, and there's a lot of green in here as well. It's kind of nature inspired, but it's super modern and sleek and trying to be a little bit more high-end and that luxury type of apartment. I love these giant windows in this apartment building, so that was definitely something I was excited to use. And I also really wanted to use this sectional. It's such a cramped in space. You'll see me kind of nudging everything forward to make sure I can fit a little seating space over here. I think it worked out nicely in the end, but it is super cramped. I was trying to figure out if I could, make the bedroom a little bit smaller, but because of where the windows are placed and I wasn't using tulle in this build, I wasn't able to do that, but I was able to make this look a little bit better in my opinion. I still have the little sectional that curves around the corner, and then I end up using a wall-mounted TV we should be grabbing here shortly from the Tiny Living pack. I also love these art pieces I put on the wall, which I believe those are from Cats and Dogs, and I almost never use that swatch because I think the red is so vibrant and a little bit too much for most spaces, but for some reason I really liked it in here since we already had the green that is very prominent in those paintings. That pop of red I just thought was a bit of fun, and so I quite enjoyed that, and just getting a poof as well as a table here, a nice little coffee table that I put this tray of drinks on from Eco Lifestyle, and I also grabbed the basket of blankets and pillows from that pack as well to put in the corner. And that's pretty much it for the kitchen and living area. Obviously there's some more space in this room, and that's going to be sort of an office space, and I'm going to be working on the hallway as well. I went through a couple of different swatches here trying out some green wallpapers, but I thought they were a little bit too much, and shocking, we end up going for a brown in the end. I know we couldn't have seen that coming. Why would I add more brown to this apartment? I know it's a little bit overboard probably, but I had a lot of fun with this one, and I really enjoyed using so much brown because I don't think it's something I do that often. I definitely tend to lean towards like gray and black, so brown was a nice change, and I think it does look really warm and cozy. And I tried to lighten it up by having this exposed brick wall over here that is like a painted white brick. And then I'm trying to figure out some bookcases and stuff. I don't end up using these modular ones in the end, but at first I was thinking I was going to go for that kind of look. And we get a desk over here as well. I just figured we have all of this space, might as well have like a desk area so it could be functional in that way. I suppose you could have another table and chairs over here if you didn't want to eat at that island space. And I think you might only be able to access one side of that anyway with how close it is to the couch. But for my purposes, I thought it was more important to have an area for your Sims to use the computer. So I decided to have a little office area. Just cluttering up that space, getting some magazines, a little camera, a couple of other decorations, as well as some paintings above it. But while I decorate these shelves over here and swap them out for different ones, I just wanted to let you guys know that this build is available right now on the Sims 4 gallery. If you'd like to download it, you can find it under my EA ID, which is Gryphi, Gryphi. You could also find it under the hashtag Miss Gryphi, and that information is, as always, in the description down below as well. I ended up using the Myshuno bookcase in the end, which is one of my favorite ones in the game. I love the clutter on it. I love that trailing plant. And I just think it's a really unique one, but it also is pretty versatile and would fit in a lot of interior styles. It's pretty modern, and of course it came in brown and it fit in this area perfectly. So I was happy about that. I think it worked a little bit better than the modular bookcases I grabbed at first. But in the hallway space here, I'm just getting a modern table. I think this one's from Seasons. It's got a glass top, and I just wanted to have a couple of things when you first walk in the door. So I thought that that was a nice statement table, and we end up getting a stereo up there as well as like a little plant and also this little bowl you could throw your keys in. I think that was a good collection of things to put up there. But moving on into the bedroom now, I do end up using one of the closets from Get Together that I'm going to put in this 2x2 area. I'm like, it's 4 tiles, 2x2. And then this is the perfect bed in my opinion. It's my favorite bed that I would personally use. I think there's a few beds in the game that I really, really love and overuse, but this is probably the one that I would pick in real life if I had to pick a bed from The Sims 4, so it's one of my favorites. From Dream Home Decorator, we have some beautiful canvases above the bed from City Living, and of course my favorite plant made its way into this room, and a couple of other things on the bedside table. Actually, I think it's just the perfumes. And we got a fluffy rug as well. I kept this room pretty like neutral like the rest of the apartment. We are using this dresser from Eco Lifestyle. I also really like this dresser. I think it's a lot of fun. And I just put some canvases up on top of it. And we should be, we have a mirror right next to the closet, and I added a light as well. And then we're moving on to the final room of this apartment, which is the giant bathroom. This bathroom actually ends up having a tub and a shower separately, as well as like a toilet and a sink. It has everything you would need, and I think it comes out so nice in the end. I usually make the same bathroom in every single build I ever do. Either a 6-tile bathroom in like most builds, or a 3-tile bathroom in tiny homes. So this one was a lot different for me because it's quite a lot bigger. I think this is 10 tiles if I'm counting correctly. And I just think it came out really cute. Obviously very brown like the rest of the apartment. I used this wood tile on the floor from Eco Lifestyle because I think it's so pretty and modern. The same tile as the backsplash in the kitchen has made its way into the bathroom, and I really like the tub and the shower I chose. But that's pretty much it for this build. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up. That really does help me out. You can also subscribe if you have not already, and click that bell to be notified when I upload. Thanks for watching, enjoy the screenshots, and I will see y'all soon. Bye everyone.